Okay, what I wanted to do in this video was show you how you can use article marketing to help drive the sales of your ebooks. So what I've done right here is I've come to eZine Articles, and this is a service I use. It's a free service. You can write an article, a 300, 400, 500 page article is what I suggest. Write a short article on the topic of your ebook. You come to eZine Articles, post it there, and I'll show you what happens. Basically what I've done, let's go down here, I've written a series of about 4 or 5 articles that have to do with teaching. And developing classroom instructional materials for the classroom. Here's one of the articles. I've submitted 4 of these yesterday. I saved 5 so I could show you how this works. But this is article number 5. And what I'm going to do, basically this article just talks about technology in the classroom, how teachers can develop instructional aids, so on and so forth. I have an ebook I sell about this topic and an online course related to this topic. So I've written a short article. This is probably, I haven't done a word count, it's probably about 300 words. It's about 10 short paragraphs. And what I'm going to do is copy my article right now. We'll get that out of there. And let me open this back up. And this is, I'm back at eZine Articles right here, and I will come down, and I've opened up my article page where I could submit articles, and you can pick categories for your article, and there are probably 100 different categories that are listed here. I've picked reference and education. That's where I put my articles about teachers. I've put a title in here, right here, developing instructional aids for the classroom. Come down here, the keywords you can put in up to probably, I don't know, maybe 20 keywords or so. I've used online education for teachers, developing instructional aids in classroom teaching. Those are the keywords that I've put in. I've put in a short little introduction, a little paragraph just to let people know what the article is about before they open it up and read it. And down here it says article body, and I just copied my article, so I'm going to paste that in here. Now I have pasted my article in. It says right here it is 386 words, and so I'm all set to submit this article. Down here I have, now this is the most important part of the article. This is my SIG box, or my author resource box, and this tells about me. It's a little bit about me and my background and so on and so forth. But the key thing is you get to put a link in your author resource box that goes back to your sales page, your pitch page, where you're selling your ebook. And this particular sales page is a Squidoo lens, and I've put that in there, and I'll show you what's going to happen once we submit this. But we'll come down here. It says, yes, I agree to the terms of service, and so on and so forth. I'll show you how this works. I'll put spell check on. I'm going to preview the article before I submit it. So what happens is it comes up in a preview box. All the red words are words that are possibly misspelled. A lot of times you'll see words with apostrophes and dashes in them it won't recognize. 1960s. It doesn't recognize Russians, I guess, but I'll still submit it. These aren't misspellings. Right here, 1970s, it doesn't recognize that. 70s, 1990s, these are all okay. YouTube, it didn't recognize that. And then here is the link right here. This is the link that goes back to my website. This is the most important part of this article. Okay, and I'll show you why in just a second. We'll close our preview box. So everything looks okay, and I'll come down here and submit this article. And what's happening right now is my article's being submitted. I've submitted this, and it says this article has been updated and is waiting to be re-reviewed. And what will happen is in a day, certainly within 2 days, within 48 hours, I'll get an email back, and my email will say your article has been accepted, or it was too long, it was too short, whatever. And so I'll wait a day or two, and then this will show up. But the big thing is, let me just show you what happens once you submit this article. Let me close this. here's a window. I just did a search, and this was for a different article. This was about writing ebooks. This was an article I submitted a couple months ago. But here's somebody's blog, and this blog is about selling ebooks. And he wants content. This person wants content for his blog. So what he'll do is go to eZine Articles, copy somebody's article, and it's okay to do this. He'll copy somebody's article, and here's my article right here. Selling ebooks through prospect baiting. There's my name. It was posted in June 25th of '08, and so he has a bunch of ads, AdWord ads, or AdSense ads in here. So he's probably making a little money from that. And here's my article. My article starts right here and goes down through there. And the important thing is at the end of my article down here, we'll see something amazing. And here's my author resource box that I talked about. Okay, and there are a couple links in there, and the most important link is right here. Because remember, I said you can put a link in that goes to your site where you sell your ebook. So if somebody reads this article and they find it interesting, a teacher perhaps reads this, they find it interesting. Oh, this isn't the teacher article, this is about ebooks. Somebody finds this article of mine about ebooks interesting. They can click on that link, and what happens is it takes them to my website. And we'll close my pop-up there. And so here's my website, all about writing ebooks, and this does a couple of things. This one gets traffic. It can generate a lot of traffic to your website for free, because hundreds of blogs and websites could pick up your article, and that will get traffic to your website, so that's a great thing. But the big thing is it provides what we call link juice. Google sees that incoming link from both eZine Articles and this blog we were just at. It sees two links coming into my site. It gives my site some relevance, a little bit of page rank, and that will boost my Google rankings. There are people that have submitted hundreds of articles. In fact, a friend of mine, Sean Mize, is on eZine Articles. He has over 10,000 articles he's submitted to eZine Articles. So he has a tremendous amount of link juice coming into his website from these articles. So the two things that submitting an article does is, one, it will bring you free traffic to your website, and two, it will provide link juice or authority to your website from Google. And the more links you have coming in, the better Google thinks your website is, and the higher it will show up in the page rankings. So that's a little bit about how you can use article marketing to drive the sales of your ebooks. Okay, that's it. Thank you.